Welcome to Morning Glory Farmstead. My name is Lolly, and this channel is all about gardening, animals, and nature. Y'all, despite the extreme heat and being in the triple digits, we've had a few rains, which means between me watering and the rain that we're getting, the garden has managed to keep going. A lot of the leaves are turning brown, but the fruits and vegetables are still producing. Even the humbutter is trying to put out wildflowers and defy this heat. And the tomatoes are doing fantastic. Now, my neighbor recently brought me some big tomatoes because they just had too many in their garden and she wanted to share. And it got me thinking about doing more sharing of what I'm growing, especially what's on my green stalks. Now, throughout the year, my neighbor across the street and I will kind of exchange things. I'll take her something, she'll bring me something, and we just kind of have done that since I moved in here. But what I haven't done is share from my garden. And so I want to share from my GreenStalk garden as well as the flower garden because I get to eat the fruits of my labor all the time. And y'all know I'm always talking about this kitchen flower garden that I get to look out over every single day, and the blooms just keep coming. And I thought, how awesome would it be to share flowers that she doesn't necessarily have in her yard? They're so vibrant and full of life, and I know that if I cut some of the best ones in here that from the window, I will not even notice that they're gone. So what I want to do is go through here and pick the best of the best so that she can experience some of what I get to see every single day. And you guys, if you do stuff like this, you may actually help people think outside the box or think about planting new things that they've never grown before. You never know what can come of sharing from your garden. Now, I am sure that she has her own vase or jar or something to put the flowers in. Her home is absolutely gorgeous. So what I'm doing is going to the store to pick up something that will hold a few eggs that I'm going to collect from today for her. And then I also want to give her a few of the white currant tomatoes and the green doctor tomatoes. Those are my favorite, and I want to share those with her. So I'm going to give her a few just to taste, but then I'm also going to give her some seeds so that if they want to grow them next spring or whenever in their own garden, they'll have them ready to go. They grow the most beautiful little garden every single year, and I think this would be a great addition. So we're going to do the flowers, eggs, a few sample tomatoes, and then the packets of seeds. And I think this is going to go over really well. It'll be like a little farmstead package and sharing some of my own garden experience with them. Now, this is definitely not what I'm here for. I cannot deny that I got a little bit sidetracked. I just think it is so much fun to look at all of the fall decorations as soon as they come in. And I know some people are like, no, it's still summertime, but oh, y'all look at these. These are tiny, tiny little jars. They are so cute. And I've always loved tiny things. And look at him. He's just looking so dapper. I know somebody's going to take him home. How cute is that? What I like about this is that there's little, look at this little mini loaf pan. There's little inexpensive things that people can take home with them so that they can enjoy some decorations too without having to spend a ton. This is actually a welcome mat for the floor. And here's another one. I thought those were really cute, so I actually took them out on the floor so I could show you guys. And don't worry, I actually put them back. If any of you guys have ever worked retail, you hate it when people take things out and just shove it somewhere and don't put it back. Anyway, this is not what we're here to look at, but I just thought I'd show y'all some of this stuff. It's just so much fun. All right, but I got to get down to business now. Okay, and I'm not believing this. Literally, I walked down the next aisle and look what I found. Fresh flowers, market, seeds, stems, blooms. It's got the little wooden handles, this little pail. How adorable is that? It may not be everybody's style, and I know that she really likes antiques and things, but I think it's going to be very lovely to put the things in that I need. It's the perfect size. Now, if it had eggs on the front as well, I'd probably go play the lottery. I'm just kidding. Now, y'all, it is extremely hot and it's midday, and so I realize this is not the best time to cut these flowers, but my time is limited, So it is what it is, and I know her, and she's going to think it's beautiful anyway. So hopefully I can get them to her really quick before they start to wilt so she can go ahead and get them in water. So what I'm going to do is look for the ones that look the most beautiful out here, have the least amount of flaws, and that still look really vibrant so that they last a little bit longer. And y'all, look at these butterflies. They are just so beautiful. I will never go back to not growing flowers now because of all the hummingbirds and butterflies that are constantly out here every day. This one is my favorite, so she is definitely getting this one. All right, so this is what my family would call a Surcie, which is a small and thoughtful gift. And that's the kind of things we like to do for each other and for other people. So I've got fresh eggs, I've got the flowers, I've got a few tomatoes, just so they know what they taste like. And then I put those in there. Those are my favorite tomatoes. And then the closest brassica to my heart, the Chigemicide. Y'all know I talk about that all the time. It's the one that I love. I grow it through the spring, the summertime, the winter, and it looks like spinach, but it's not. And by the way, the little Farmstead package was in the back of this bike. Now, this is the Lectric Bike. I am not sponsored by them. There's no affiliate links. This is just something that I got to help with mobility a little bit so that if I need to run down to the shop or the shed or to the burn bin pumpkin patch, which by the way still has pumpkins growing in it, this is what I use. And so I figured I would just show you really quick. Y'all know I have a difficult time walking, and even the mailbox down there at the end of the driveway, this is just a huge help to save me that time. Here I am heading out on the road, hoping I don't get hit by a car. Can't go too far because there are dogs that are out there down the street, and I don't want to get anybody excited and them start chasing me down the street. But I really like it. Now, here's something funny about this, and y'all would never even think about this, but you know how my left leg is way bigger than the right? Well, actually, it's from my hip down, my waist down. Well, I can actually feel that on this trike. I have to be really careful because I feel like the bike is leaning a little bit, and so I have to learn how to balance my body weight. Now, Dad, on the other hand, is just whizzing around everywhere on this bike, and he's like, well, I don't see any problem. And I'm like, well, of course you don't, Pops, because you don't have a huge left side of your body trying to tip the whole thing over. Now, some of y'all may think I'm a wild child on this bike, but I've got this footage sped up. I'm really going a lot slower. I'm scared I'm going to topple over. Look at him, Mr. Thin and Trim. Well, I don't have any problems with it. Okay, so I'm going to take y'all on a ride. Put your belt on. Are you ready? It's going to be a little bit bumpy. It's almost like we're going on a four-wheeler or something. Going mud bogging. Okay, but here's the thing. I don't have my tripod, so I'm literally holding my camera in my hand and hoping I don't drop it and hoping that I can keep steering this thing and driving it right. So it's a little bit rough. I'm going to have to turn around here without tipping it over because, y'all, it's my left side. I'm going towards my left side. I got to take it easy. But how nice is this? Y'all know what I call it? Okay, it's a trike. I'm going to give y'all a couple seconds to think about what I would call this. This is my tractor. Y'all know how bad I want some farm equipment. I want a tractor. So this is my tractor. I hope y'all enjoyed the wind blowing through your hair despite the bumps. Now, I would feel a little bit more responsible if next time y'all wore your helmet. Here's just a little bit of a closer look. And y'all, I still have a basket that I haven't even put on the front yet. And that is a special seat that I got for my Tookus because the one that it came with was too small for me. All right, y'all, thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you real soon in the next video. You guys don't forget to share your garden and your flowers, whatever you've got. Share it with someone else just to bring a little bit of joy. All right, I'll see you real soon in the next video. And until then, y'all have a great couple of days. Bye-bye.